Hello and welcome in. My name is DrumRollTony. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. We're doing Code Geass on the Patreon. Now, I know it's more of an OG anime. I'm catching up. You're all there. I'm behind. But hey, it's good to learn about the story. I just finished Season 1 into Season 2. Was not ready, nor was expecting the twist at the end of Season 1. That was super intense. What else are we watching on Patreon now? We're doing Jujutsu Kaisen, Code Geass, Vinland Saga, Violet Evergarden, like the most ridiculously great soundtrack ever. That's so amazing. Delicious in Dungeon, so funny. We just started Kaiju number 8. And of course, JoJo's, that, like, obviously a staple. We've done a bunch of other titles too, but that is what we're doing right now. If that interests you, the link for that is down in the video description below. This is the second opening to Code Geass. I'm very excited. Let's go. This is Kaidoku Funou by Jinn, the full version. By the way, I've never heard that. I've only heard the anime version. So let's get into it. Oh, okay. There it is. Whoa. There we go. Okay, I was waiting for a to drop in because I was honestly confused in the beginning because I'm so used to the lick, the guitar and bass lick coming in right away. I was like, oh, fuck, I picked the wrong song. I'm on the wrong thing. But as soon as we heard the chord progression, we're there. Okay. Did you hear the cool little like syncopated groove that we have not heard in the drums before? Tukupaka kukupa lines up. That is the coolest part so far. Right here. Almost. It's like borderline in between. It's not really swung, but you could like almost put it there. That threw me for a loop because that's pretty cool. But as soon as we drop it, I'm just going to tell you now, this song took me like at least 4 episodes. Every episode I made a comment about the intonation, meaning that like the tuning of the vocals, because like it's the style though, because you get the like there's that bend and it's super like out of tune on purpose for most of the existence of that note where it's going over the chord, which is like, it just grinds on me. Like I've gotten used to it. So kind of like I am like expecting it now. But in the beginning, I was like, oh, fuck, like this really kind of pushes me in a different direction. I just wanted to be truthful with you and get that out there. I'm more open to it now, though. I went back. Let's listen to this like little drum groove, though, and how cool this is. Oh, I love that, man. And that wet cymbal. Fuck that grooves, man. Maybe that was in there. You know what? I don't remember if the syncopated little notch in the drum was there in the anime version. I was probably too concerned about the vocals. Anyway, let's go back and talk about it. I love this because it's just like rock, man. Like the unison, the fact that the guitar and bass lines are so similar. You get I mean, the guitar is like super saturated with some nice effects going on. But you really can't not dodge the groove, man. The groove is there in your face, and the drummer backs it up, and then we got the vocals on top. End of story. And big splashy cymbal. Like it's very tangible. Like you can see the kind of club you go in. There's like all kinds of bright lights, and it's like earplugs required. Otherwise, you're walking out with like white noise in the ears. You know, I walk around everywhere with earplugs. It's on my keychain, and sometimes they come out. You know what? Let's not talk about ear health. You should do it though. Anyway, let's listen to some parts of this again. Bum, ba, da, da. So there's some like, melodic development in the melody there. It's just that I'm used to it now. I'm curious what, like, does that bother you? Do you care? Like, is it like a stylistic choice? Are you a vocalist? Do you make that choice? Like, have you even thought about it? Like maybe there's the things that you care about. Maybe it's like, no, man, I'm just listening to something else. Like I'd be very curious what you think about that. Let's keep going. One of the things I like about the chorus drop is the anticipation. Those are all at the end of the bar, bringing us into the next bar. So we don't really have a chance to settle. And there's constant forward motion. Nothing like, there's nothing superbly like, strange or difficult about that. It's just an added element of, it's fun to play from the musician standpoint. It's a good time to like execute it. I also like listening to it. So, it is what it is. The little bass lick we get in there. The guitars are so loud. Like it's almost like not a white noise. We'll call it like a blue noise because you can still hear like what's going on as far as like the chord, like the harmonic function of it, like the amount of like arpeggios that are happening. It's just so distorted and it's compact in there, but it still works. I mean, it fits stylistically within the type of music that it is. And that the second time around, we get the little bass fill, which is, it's just there. It's something small, but to me, it means a lot. It sounds really good. There it is again. Man, that hits, dude. That really hits. Nice background, sir. Little things, man. Little things go a long way. On that verse, you just get the little guitar backgrounds. It's a slight variety. Right there. It's nothing huge, but for me, it flows from like right headset just a little bit in front. So you're just kind of getting this like just a tiny experience. You can't really, think about what's going on. Like dynamically, it's loud. Like this is a very loud song. The vocals they command a lot of listening attention because of the theme that kind of happens everywhere. So when you grate on intonation and you just push like boundaries of like what is in tune versus what is out of tune, that's going to take listeners' focus. You're going to really pull focus there from the ear. It just happens. Like you can't really not listen to that. So it doesn't allow for too many other things to be happening. Even if the dynamics were low, that still would be in my opinion, that's where the focus goes. But since everything is so loud, it's not a crowded highway with a lot of vehicles. It's like just a crowded highway with super wide vehicles because of what is happening with them musically, if that makes sense. Similar. Yeah, I prefer this one so much more. Okay, that was awesome. What a different way to paint the ending textures there. Because the anime version, we get the bum 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 da 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 da, and it just kind of like resolves there. We have that. We'll go back and listen to it again. We have that like back around 220. It felt like there. And that spot for me is way more on the grind for the intonation because it feels so much more like, I'm going to say this word, but I don't really mean like offensive. It's not offensive. You're just like with traditional, like it just depends on where your brain goes and how much you've been used to like things needing to be like, you know, like sung completely in tune. It's just, man, like I always say, ask 100 people, you get 100 answers, and also different experiences and what kind of ensembles you've been in. Like, it doesn't matter. These are just observations of what actually is going on. It's cool though, because the other side of it, like if the argument, like for me, where I was like, oh man, it took me a while to like kind of dig it. The cool side of it, like not totally being, you know, like totally present in with the intonation, is that it provides this like cool sense of like conflict, you know. And then we got massive resolution on those beautiful guitar chords with kind of like a little delay effect in the end. So you're really kind of setting it up for that like kind of massive resolution. So like, that's cool. Like, again, there's no right or wrong. It's all, that's the beauty of art, you know, at least art by humans and not AI. Like, it's all subjective, right? So it's fun to talk about it and appreciate it and, you know, constructively criticize or love or, you know, just take and be like, well, what does this mean listener to listener? And obviously my ratio to you is like the one to you. And that's what the comment section for. You can be like, hey, like, you know, I dig it, or it doesn't matter to me. I'm just curious what you think about it. Let's listen. This is the new part here. I just want to hear this to the end again. Like right there, that's pretty up there, and that's pretty not in tune, right? Like that's pretty. We'll get it to you. And some of you, I'm sure some listeners are like, oh my god, I can't take it. I can't take it. So we'll do it one more time. But it's just like, also, what's really good about it is a real person, man. It's a real person, and there is no like, there's not software correction. There's not melodyne going on. There's not autotune going on. You can tell there's not a shit ton of post-production fixes. Like, that's killer. Like, I would take this any day. Like, I'm obviously gonna like an advocate pushing to sing like, you know, in tune because we can do that. But this is a stylistic choice, and it's definitely on purpose. But remember, variety is the spice of life, and there's going to be a lot of like, you know, opinions and interpretations on what you hear. Boom ba 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 dwee da ba da ba boom ba 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 dwa. That was a cool. I love the way that chord progression goes on the backside of that. Yeah, man. That's a cool composition, you know, like it took me a long time to get into it. I'm into it though. I'm into it. So there it is. That is it. Code Geass, the second opening. Let me know what your favorite one is. We still have one more to do from the opening that was only for like 2 episodes, and it totally caught me by surprise, but we'll do that one soon. Anyway, there it is. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below, please, and thank you. My name is DrumRollTony. Come watch some anime with me. Link for the Patreon down in the video description below. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. Please and thank you. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next video. YouTube thinks you want to watch one of these 2 videos next. Have a great day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.